in the Holy Book, we see Jesus doing great things. And there are a lot of miracles that Jesus did. And our faith is nurtured through these miracles. But then I want to see at the last hours of Jesus Christ, when Jesus was about to die, there was this soldier who came and wanted to strip Jesus naked. But then we see the power of God could not allow him. Jesus was weak at this point, but we see that when he tried to strip Jesus naked, he could not be able to. This is a soldier who had years of experience, was strong, was skilled. But we see just a piece of cloth, this man could not be able to tear it because there was power and strength behind it. That even Jesus, when he felt weak and he felt that God has left him, we see that God's power was still with Jesus Christ. God had not left Jesus Christ as he felt. That even times when we are weak, when we feel weak, and we feel that God is not near, he is always near. To those that call themselves the children of God, God is always near. That even when we feel weak, God is always near. The strength of God is revealed here in a massive way, that there's no time human power will surpass the power of God. There's no time human power will be above the power of God. There's no time a skilled man, a strong man will be able to be skilled enough to defeat God. We say that Jesus Christ, one of the prophecies that was given unto us, all the prophecies that we were given came to pass. But none of them was Jesus to be hanged naked. That's why we see God could not allow such. That we however strong you are as a person, to you physically you might look strong, but before God you are totally weak. Before God, there's nothing you can do that is way beyond what God can allow. However strong you are as weak. This is a soldier with a lot of years of experience, but just a piece of cloth, this man could not be able to strip Jesus. Here is what I see, that it is massive strength. That Jesus was not able to even defend himself. Jesus was not able to defend himself. He was weak, he was tired. But just to rip off the clothes from his body, the soldier could not be able to do it. The soldier can also be a representation of human power. The soldier can be a representation of pride. The soldier can be a representation of our enemy, that our enemy have limits. Those who mock us have limits. There's a place where they can be allowed to go, and there's a place where God cannot allow them to reach. Therefore, we should trust in in this context. We should know that really the power of God exists. That even when we feel alone, Jesus here felt alone, and he said, "Father, why have you forsaken me?" But we see that there was still the strength of God within him that surrounds him. That this strength, even though when he was not able to defend himself, God the Father was still with him. This is how I look at this verse. That human power, that's, those who are against the power, it's also the strength against the body of Christ. This man was trying to fight the body of Christ. This man was trying to embarrass the body of Christ. This man was trying to do anything that will totally shame God. But we see he had limits. This is the God we serve. That human power have limits. Human power, however skilled it is in the area of experience, they have limits. That God has the ultimate say. That God is most powerful. That even in our daily lives, unaona watu tunasema wakati huo umefika mwisho is when God comes. This is the time when Jesus felt amefika mwisho, hana nguvu kabisa. But we see God is there with him. They wanted to embarrass Jesus Christ and even hang him naked. But he was there. God was there. that even when we face circumstances and we feel weak, God is still with us. But this is strictly when we are his children. The children of God, those who are called my people, God is with you. That even the time when you feel weak and there's no one around, you're totally weak. Even when human power, we say we fight against the forces of darkness and principalities. When we feel we are down and we are facing these forces of principalities and we are weak, the fact that we are still breathing is the strength of God manifesting. It's the strength of God that where you are at, there's still the existence of God's power. And this is how we should look at God, and we learn how to appreciate the little that seems so insignificant, not the great miracle, the healing of what, but the little things that look so great and power. To me, this is a lot of God's strength that was manifested. This is the most greatest power I can say was manifested. That a soldier with years of experience cannot even, this a piece of cloth cannot really. Therefore, I want to encourage anyone who feels low, anyone who feels that like there's no one who is there, but they still trust in God. They're still doing that which God requires of them to do. Jesus was doing that which God the Father had sent him to do. God was there. Even when he felt that God had left him, God was there. His power was manifested. So to them that feel weak, to them that feel that they face the forces of darkness and still they feel weak and they have no strength, God is still fighting. Press on, because in the end we will see the God's power manifested.